This video is going to be a bit chaotic. The clips jump around a lot and we didn't get nearly as much footage as we usually do because it was just such a chaotic experience overall. So I'll give a bit of context before we start and we'll explain kind of as we go. So we had planned to go do 1 week of volunteering teaching English in this rural community just outside of Ho Chi Minh City, maybe an hour or two. And we had scheduled this on the Workaway program. We read tons of great reviews, so we're all very excited to do that. And we scheduled our whole trip in Vietnam around this beginning part. So we went and took the bus over there, which was already a bit chaotic, and you'll see off the start. And it just really did not turn out at all the way we thought it would. It was quite disappointing. We'll talk about what happened and the outcome and why, but yeah, just not a great experience. So you'll see how it panned out.
The place we're volunteering told us that they were going to send a bus for us. So all they said was it's a yellow bus and to meet them outside this bakery. So we were waiting there. They said it was coming, we were panicking, and then they were like 10 minutes late. But we're on the bus now, going to teach some kids.
And the guy just like barely even stopped the bus. He's like, oh no, and like did a rolling stop as we just hopped on. He went, okay.
Yeah.
Who knows where we're going? We don't even know where we're going. Like, I don't know how long this bus is.
We don't know how long it is, how much it costs.
Where we're going. Yeah, is it free? I don't know.
But we're going back to the rural area. Good thing I don't have any mosquito bites. We got our bus snacks. I got 2 pastries from 7-Eleven because I wasn't feeling the egg banh mi.
I got a big banh mi from a place with over 100 reviews on Google, and every single one was 5 stars. That's amazing. And it was just 2, exactly what you'd expect. A little stall in front of a travel agency with 2 old Vietnamese ladies just whipping things up. So I got the one that said special, like the signature dish. How could that be bad? Oh, it's good. It's got that authentic Vietnamese taste. Delicious. Actually, really good banh mi. It's pork belly and like the pork sausagey roll thing, but it's delicious. Probably the best banh mi so far. And it's a whole big boy bag that for a big boy on the bus. Look at this sub. Delicious. Oh yeah. We got everything a man could need right there.
And I am finishing my meal off with my favorite little snacks. This convenience stores in Asia have like the weirdest little sweet like snacks, dessert type snacks. This one is coconut milk with like, I don't know, stuff in it. It's good. Yum, yum, yum. So we're having a bit of a panic. There's just a lot has gone wrong. First of all, I lost the mic cover on the bus, which was a huge problem at the time. Turns out it's the least of our issues right now. We're super excited to come here and volunteer and help out with these families and stuff. But it seems we got a little catfished. And like, I'm trying to explain the situation in a way that, in a way that reflects the fact that we had low expectations when we were coming to volunteer. It's not like we were expecting to stay at a 5-star hotel or anything. And the reason we were doing it was because we wanted to help these kids. We wanted to help teach them English. But all the reviews on Workaway were talking about this girl, Emily, who runs the volunteering, and she's done all this world traveling, and she wants to help teach these community kids English. Turns out Emily doesn't work here anymore. It's her sister that runs it, and the place is nothing like the pictures, and it just seems like it's completely different than however outdated the ad was. So again, nothing wrong with that. We got to hang out with the kids. It was really, really great. We taught our first English class. It was really good. We ate dinner with the family. It's kind of weird, but you know how things are kind of weird when you first get here. And no one seemed to be communicating with us about what the expectations were. And the girl that like hired us just kind of left. She came in on an e-bike and then just kind of left us here. She was like, put your bags there and we're going to clean this area up. So we're like, okay, cool. So we helped clean up, taught our first English class, like I said. Turns out the area that we were cleaning up was where we were staying, which is just this glass. It's this one room, which is fine, no AC. We weren't expecting AC. These huge windows for the doors, which is a nice touch, except for the fact that the bed is right there. The bed is just 2 mats and a mosquito net. The place is super, super dirty, like ridiculously dirty. It's like they didn't know we were coming. Again, not a huge issue. I went to put, the other thing is, there aren't clean pillows, blankets, or sheets. And she said, bring me the blankets in the morning and I'll wash them for you. I was looking through the pile of blankets right there, and there's just like a random bra that fell out of them, so I don't know how long that pile's been there. And also, so then we were like, you know what, let's just put one of the sheets on and we'll wash it in the morning, whatever. It's hot, we probably won't sleep with a blanket anyways. Move the mat away from the wall. There's a huge spider and also just a bunch of like rat poo right by the head of the bed. It's just like, Carson and I are panicking. He's already looking at booking.com hotels in the city because we want to volunteer, we want to teach people English, we want to help them, but there isn't a shower there, and we're here for a week. There's just the regular like squat toilet, which is what we were expecting, but it's in an outhouse kind of situation, which also is what we were expecting. It's just everything all at once. I'm really trying not to sound like super privileged when I'm saying this. It's a lot more rural than we were expecting, and we would still really like to stay and help the family and teach. It's just like we can't sleep and be in a good state to be able to teach in these conditions. And there's no Wi-Fi, obviously, but Carson has a data plan, so that's what we're going to be using. It's a lot. It's a lot. We're supposed to be here for a week, but you don't like work on the weekends. Today is Monday, and she wants us to go into Ho Chi Minh City with her and chat with some like university age students there on the weekend. So we really only need to make it till Friday. That's 5 nights, 4 more days of teaching and like helping out, which again isn't the issue. It's not the fact that we have to work, it's the fact that like this is just hard. It's hard to live in, and we're so privileged to be able to recognize that this is hard and these aren't the conditions that we're used to living in. I realize that. It's just hard. It's just hard. So Kristen and I are both sitting here now debating. There aren't any hotels on booking.com in the area. It's 9:30. What time is it?
9:30.
Yeah, 9:30. There aren't any hotels on booking.com in the area, but the map's saying that there are hotels, which means that if we want to go check them out, we have to commit to walking 30 minutes to get there or taking a Grab. Like we can't book and see the availability now. It's getting late. There's hotels in a city, one like town over, but that would mean we're committing to bailing. Like we're not going to come back and forth where it's like 45 minutes away. Like we're committing to not doing this anymore. And we're just sitting here thinking like leaving in the night is a terrible thing to do. But Carson was right. It's like they wanted to give us every single reason to. It's not even about being rural, like I said in the other clip. It's about the fact that whoever was here last time clearly stripped the 2 mats that are the bed, threw them in a pile on the table, left their dirty bra in it, and they said that they haven't had a volunteer for over a month. So those sheets have just been sitting there for a month. They haven't washed them, even though they knew we were coming. And that's how we have to sleep tonight. They didn't even offer to wash them like when we showed up. She just said, we'll wash them tomorrow morning for you. There's rat poo behind the mats on the floor, which we wouldn't have found it unless you pull the mat away, which I did to tuck the mosquito net. The mosquito net doesn't even hang up. Like we're gonna have to tie it to something. It only hangs up in three places. There's spiders, there's no shower. We don't have access to clean drinking water or Wi-Fi. And no one has communicated with us at all. In the ad, the girl that runs it, she doesn't work here anymore. She moved to Ho Chi Minh City. So it's completely different than what we were expecting. And anything that we found out, we had to ask. Like, when do you want to see us tomorrow? What are we teaching? When do we teach? Where is the shower? Where do we get drinking water? What time do you want us for breakfast? Like, all of these kind of things, no one's talking to us. So we're just sitting here being like, do we bail in the night? Because that is a terrible thing to do. Like we could book a Grab now and go somewhere without rat poo on the floor and have a good sleep and go to Moine tomorrow. We want to help these kids and help teach English, but it's just like, give us every reason to not feel comfortable here. And the people are so, so nice. Like I said, the girl was like, yes, just come get water whenever you want because we're family now. But Carson's point was like, this isn't how you treat family, and it has nothing to do with like poverty. Like this isn't poverty. this is, or being rural. This is just like, it's like you didn't expect us to come. You didn't sweep up the rat poo off the ground for us to come. You just stuck us on the floor.
Well, like, maybe a sheet. Like, there's no blanket.
There's one pillow for the both of us.
And it's very dirty, obviously just dirty. Like, we walk in and it's just a room filled with dirt and broken things. Like, no one's been in this room for many months. The whole place, like, this was an abandoned shack before we walked in and cleaned it up. But it's still just an abandoned shack. It just feels like we said we'd come here and help teach. But then they couldn't even sweep the floor or give us a blanket or anything. Or like we come in and no one tells us. We just come in and they go, okay, go there. And then we wait and the girl just leaves. And then we wait and the girl comes in and says, okay, we're going to clean. And so we half clean, but she doesn't tell us what to do. I kept saying like, do you need some help? What can I help with? And she would just say, clean, clean. So okay, whatever, don't know what to do. Anywhere. And she says, okay, I'm going to make dinner. And just leaves. And we just sit here
and we just watch
babysitting their kids for 2.5 hours. And then we're just sitting there alone and they go, okay, let's eat. And we quickly eat and then we teach everyone English. And then they go, okay, now go to bed. And oh, there's the rat poo on the bed. Like, no one ever told us what to do. No one ever told us anything. We showed up on the bus and they just said, wait. And then she just came on her bike and then said, walk behind us.
It's just a lot. It's a lot. And it's stressful. And it's just like different if you're in it, sitting on this floor being like, I don't know where we're going to sleep tonight. Because like that's where we're supposed to be sleeping. Which again, like at least it's covered. Like we're in a shelter. But that's basically the only good thing you can say about it is that we're not in the rain.
Like it just feels like they don't care that we're here and they don't want us to feel welcome or anything. Like they've done nothing at all to make us at home or help. Like we literally, like if I showed up and there was no one here, I'd probably be more comfortable. It just feels like there was no effort or forethought put into us coming at all. I don't know. Like you tell me volunteers come and there's shit on the floor under their pillow.
Yeah.
What more do you need to say about that? And you say, yeah, you see those multiple month old dirty sheets? I'll wash those tomorrow. So, okay, so what do I do then?
It's just so we're sitting here debating whether or not we bail. We obviously let them know, like we'll explain why we're bailing. And we'll be like, when we call an Uber and we go to a hotel. And they haven't had a volunteer for so long. And when they told us that this morning, I was like, oh, that's terrible that someone said they come for August and then bailed, and you haven't had a volunteer in over a month. But now we're understanding why. It's because it's just not run very well without the girl who was originally running it, who's in the ad. And we feel terrible about even considering bailing only because the kids are nice and we want to help, and the family is actually quite nice.
It's bad. We are sad. I don't know.
So we've literally just escaped into the night in the rain. And the Uber isn't confirming because it's nighttime. It also flagged our credit card as fraudulent for some reason, so we have to pay in cash. And it's a 40-minute drive, pouring rain, can't confirm an Uber, so we're going to start walking towards a motel here just in case. We've already booked a hotel in a city 40 minutes away. But yeah, we just feel like, ooh, actually terrible people that we've been pushed to do this. It's just like, it was just a lot. And I just don't know how to explain the fact that like this is not what the type of people that we are. It just took a lot to push us to this point, because anyone who knows us knows that we put up with a lot, and that was just too much. I also realized that all of the pictures, okay, here we are at a motel. We've been walking in the rain for an hour. Rain's finally letting up. It looks like the classic type of motel where Like it's 10:53 right now. Hopefully they still have rooms, but like we feel like fugitives running, escaping in the night in the rain.
Kinda are.
Yeah.
Feels terrible. This is an undescribable situation. Like the fact that they were able to push us to this is really impressive.
Okay, we just got into our room. It costs $200,000, which is like $11 at 11 o'clock on a Monday night. So not terrible. The room is a bed with clean sheets. The funny thing is that in like the little amenity kit that they give you 3 condoms.
Isn't that nice?
So motel vibes for sure. We're sitting here feeling like we just like escaped from a prison. And like they brought us water. It's the first drink we've had all day.
Yeah, because they never even asked us if we needed anything to drink for 8 hours.
And it's not like we could ask because they left us alone and went back to their house. Like we just babysat the kids, and not because they asked us to, like they just left and we watched the kids. And like no one spoke very much English. You just don't understand, and I don't want people to think we're whiny, but you don't understand what it was like.
Just not welcome at all. They put in no effort in any way to make us feel welcome. They didn't clean the sheets, they didn't sweep the rat shit off the bed. It's like, okay, but if you don't want us to stay, then we won't, that's fine.
Yeah, it's like just because we're volunteering and you're letting us stay for free doesn't mean that we need to be treated poorly. And like the people were very, very nice. It's just a bad experience.
The thing was, like I told Hannah, there's tons of volunteering places, opportunities where they'll be super nice, like the other homestay people we were just with in Betray, where they're unbelievably nice. They welcome you, they want to talk to you, they want, they'll give you, you won't have to sleep in rat poo. Like, and it'll be nice. Like, I just did not, they never made you feel good at any point in the whole day, which is upsetting.
Carson and I were both saying though, he put it so well. If you've ever left a sleepover, it's exactly how we feel right now. We feel terrible, but we were just so uncomfortable. It just feels exactly like leaving a sleepover or like having a terrible time at sleepaway camp. It's okay, thank you. Okay, so we've just had an absolute nightmare of a morning. Luckily, the people at our hotel were able to drive us into a bigger city, but they took us to a bus station, which is gonna be like a 6-hour bus to Moine, and there's a train station that we can get to here. So we're gonna get a Grab from here and go to the train and hopefully buy tickets there. So we're trying to figure out how to get to the train station in this town alongside this busy highway, and we have to get there quick or else the next train doesn't come for 5 hours. We really got screwed by this whole volunteer experience. And like, I don't know how we were gonna get out of the town at the end of the week, even if we made it the whole week, because no one was helpful. Okay, so we went off script. Oh my god, there's no one here at the ticket office. And the online form's not taking our payment. We're pretty screwed here if no one comes. That window's open. Oh, the windows are all open. Ding dong. We went off script and aren't going to take the bus that the nice lady from the hotel told us to take. And instead, we decided we were going to get a Grab, like you saw, to the train station, hoping that there's a train. And we got here, but there's no one behind the ticket booth. So hopefully a train comes. We were saved by that family though. We were in the middle of nowhere and they just, like, out of the kindness of their hearts, drove us. Well, we paid them, but like they didn't have to. They drove us like 45 minutes into the next big town because I don't know what we would have done if they didn't. So we're in Circle K getting snacks now. Okay, here we are now at the train. We came back with our snacks. Got like 5 minutes until the train comes. Station looks like this. this train line runs from Saigon, Ho Chi Minh City, all the way to Hanoi. There's like one line, and you just get on and off at any of the cities along the way.
Nice.
So we're getting off in Moine. And when we get there, we still have to book the train to the city and our hotel.
And probably a bus.
So, I was saying, this travel day, nothing will ever beat Berlin, but this travel day might beat going to Croatia and our stupid ferry situation. So.
Pretty terrible. The whole saga of volunteering was an incredible disappointment.
Yeah.
And shockingly, it's just shocking. I can't even believe it.
Okay, we're on the train now. It was pretty wild. We're definitely... It was just, the person in front of us, their seat, because it's sleeper train, right? People have been on since Saigon. Fully reclined since lab, and the attendant had to come around and be like, ma'am, you can't do that. And we had to find a way to put our bags up. I just have Carson's bag at my feet. Like, it's just an insane travel day. Okay, review of the snacks we got. First thing, this little bun.
They're good.
Really good. 10 out of 10.
Big fan.
Alright, next snack. I got this aloe yogurt. A little watery. Not that good looking. Carson got a pizza bun. What do you think of pizza bun?
It was good. The presentation was lacking. It was nice. A nice little piece of bread with a little sprinkle of pizza sauce.
We're saying we basically had this exact meal in Ho Chi Minh City before we got on the bus, and the only thing we've eaten since then, yesterday morning, was a bowl of rice.
Okay, so as you just saw in the video, it was really not a good experience. I think it's just really bad luck that it used to be good, it seems, but now this ad has kind of gone downhill, but no one has had the time to review it poorly, so it's just too bad. We really felt bad about the whole thing and really guilty, but you know, we felt we weren't being treated fairly at all, so we had to get out of the situation. Really unfortunate, and it's a giant mess. It really threw a wrench in our whole Vietnam plan, but we made it out. Now it's a really fun story to tell, and we continued on. So, as usual, if you like that one, subscribe, like the video, and follow for the next adventures. The next one will be in Moine, which is a fun beach town with sand dunes and stuff, and it was nice to recover after this traumatic experience we had. So follow for a more positive vlog next time. No.